Millions of Floridians have no health insurance at all. Yet, Governor Scott, who opposes the president's plan for universal health care, receives government-sponsored health care of his own.
And tonight, that has many of you sounding off, sending us emails, Facebook messages, and tweets.
Rick Scott pays just $360 a year for health care. That's for a year that covers his entire family. At the same time, 21% of Floridians are without it. 10 News reporter Chase Kane joins us now. And Chase, many of these folks without health care are the same ones paying to subsidize the governors?
Reggie, absolutely right. You could be paying for his health insurance and not have any of your own. Now, for a picture of how you at home feel about this on our Facebook page, we have been getting more than a comment every minute. Now, to be fair, the governor does not take a salary from the state, and all but 7 state lawmakers have the exact same plan. But many say the difference is it's Rick Scott who's fighting against health care for those who don't have it.
I clearly believe that government-run healthcare will be bad for you as a patient. It'll be bad for you as a taxpayer.
Rick Scott makes no bones about his disgust for President Obama's plan for publicly funded health care for everyone.
And it comes across as being hypocritical because then he turns around and participates in taxpayer-funded health care for himself and his spouse.
Yep, you heard Senator Joyner right. Governor Scott and his wife only spend $30 a month for health insurance. That's because you, the taxpayer, are picking up the other $970 a month. Now, for all Floridians to pay for government health care plans, it costs $1.8 billion a year per taxpayer. That is $137 a year that you are spending whether or not you have health insurance of your own.
The very same tax break and the incentives that he receives, he wants to deny everyday working blue class people, and I think that's wrong.
To which Rick Scott's spokesperson told us the governor gets his insurance from his employer just like you. His employer subsidizes his health insurance.
Your employer is not the taxpayers of the state of Florida. The governor's employer, the people that put him in his seat in the governor's mansion, are the citizens of the state of Florida. They pay his salary, and now they're paying his health insurance.
Democratic Representative Darryl Roussan from St. Pete told me today that he is already working on legislation to address this issue, but it is still a sore spot for millions of Floridians who do not have coverage, Reggie.
It's just so hard to understand that there are a lot of people out there suffering that don't have health insurance, don't have a way of protecting their family or providing for them. For something like this to go through, or for this governor to allow himself to get a plan like this.
Yeah, and I think the difference is that every state has this exact same setup, but here in Florida, it is a state that is fighting against universal health care, and that is the reason that so many people are upset about this.
I've gotten at least 200 responses where people are just so
hot button issue,
Absolutely.
making a lot of people mad.
All right, Chase, thanks so much.